Everyone eventually finds a way to fake it loud, but it's almost impossible to fake it soft. It's one of my favorite teacher quotes of all time, because we all know it's true. Playing soft is difficult. I would recommend spending most of your time maintaining your rolls in the roll section and working on these soft exercises. Just jumping right in, I want to talk about a technique specific to what we're going to be working on here, and that is the idea of more of a dropped timing double as opposed to this manipulated double stroke that we work so hard on in things like double beat, triple beat, chicken in a roll, where we were distributing the energy from our largest muscle group from our arms into our wrist and then helping with our fingers through the second, third, and fourth strokes. So in the louder, we needed this sort of manipulation of the stick. As we get softer and softer, we really can just let the drum do most of the work. We're just going to try to develop the timing and the coordination of these doubles as opposed to needing to pull them back out of the head. So at this super soft dynamic, I'm not going to be doing my double strokes, trying to pull and use my fingers too much. Instead, I'm going to be thinking more almost into the head. Just like our buzz roll we worked on in the last chapter, the slight shift in pressure in the middle and back of my fingers, I can go from this buzz roll into triple strokes, double strokes, singles. And back again. And I'm not changing anything in my arm or hand setup. So I'm not popping elbows out or changing my fingers. That way I remain in position for any of the soft singles and things I need to go in between my rolls. And so nothing is changing. I'm not adding unnecessary coordination. So looking at these first two exercises, I really like to put these back to back, sort of combine them into one exercise and loop them indefinitely until I feel good about it. And the reason is the second exercise is clearly more difficult with the sticking. I've got the right, right, left, and the right, left, left, sort of Swiss Army triplet stickings. And that can be a little challenging for your rhythm. So I like to check that rhythm with the first exercise, which is significantly easier to get a handle on. You're always going to be pushing yourself to go faster and softer. But if it starts sounding bad, take it down a couple beats, try it again the next day. So combining them would be something like this. Second exercise. Back to the first. And so on. If you start getting a little bumpy in this right, right, left or right, left, left sticking, you might try taking the double out and just lining up the coordination of the right, left, right, left, right. So you'd end up with... And then as you get comfortable with that, add the doubles back in and speed up. So on. Now moving on, I don't want to spend too much time on the triple stroke rough section, but this is a fantastic exercise for building that consistent crescendo shape of a triple stroke rough. So more often than not, I'll hear something like from someone with their triple stroke rough. We really want every note to be leading to that main note, and we want perfect rhythm. So we don't want, which many times we end up with, if you could slow down what you're playing to half speed, you might hear a gap in there. So that's why this exercise number 2, right, left, left sticking is very helpful for this. And then triple stroke rough is going to help you with the shape. So again, you're just really working to lead to that main note with every note. A major pet peeve of mine and many of my colleagues and teacher friends is percussionists' tendency to accent anytime we have ornaments, flams, or roughs. If there's no accent, we don't want to play an accent. And sometimes this is an unconscious thing because it's more difficult to play ornaments. When things get more difficult, we tend to play louder. It takes special care and practice to develop the control of these ornaments in our softest dynamics. And that's what singles, accents, and ornaments tries to help us with. It also has the added bonus of working a bit of pretty fast single strokes, but your main focus here is the ornaments, controlling them in time, controlling their dynamics. So don't really push yourself to focus too much on the single strokes. If you are having trouble going the speeds that you want to go, really focus on those singles, helping to bounce the stick a little bit, so you're not involving your larger muscles too much. You should be able to get faster without too much tension. And that just takes a little bit of work as well. So singles, accents, and ornaments, you really want to be careful in places like the downbeat of measure 5, downbeat of measure 6. How about the last eighth note into measure 6? So you have an unaccented flam into an unaccented rough, and then an accent on the end of beat 1 in measure 6. So these are very dicey, and our goal is to be as clean as possible. So I'm not going to go too fast. So right now I'll just give it a run at 104. So it just takes a little bit of practice, but we want to be super diligent about our dynamic control with ornaments and soft playing.